Hello and welcome to today's lesson. We are going to remind ourselves what learning theories and technology integration are, examine the relationship between these theories and technology integration before breaking out in groups for guided discussions, followed by presentations from a member of each group. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe what learning theories are, the relationship between such theories and technology integration, as well as list at least one application of technology integration in your field. Behaviorism is based on the idea that knowledge and the learner are two independent entities. In behaviorist's mind, the learner is a blank slate that should be provided with the information to be learned. In behaviorism, a stimulus is expected to trigger a response. This process involves repeated actions, verbal reinforcements, and incentives. Learning occurs when the provided stimulus leads to a change in behavior. Behaviorism is great for establishing rules, especially for behavior management. An example of a well-known behaviorist is B.F. Skinner. In contrast, cognitivism focuses on the idea that students process information that they receive rather than simply respond to such information. Even though a behavior change is still evident in cognitivism, the responses involve thinking and processing of information. In cognitivism, learning occurs when the student reorganizes information either by finding new explanations or adapting old ones. An example of a well-known cognitivist is Jean Piaget. Constructivism is based on the premise that we construct learning of new ideas based on our own prior knowledge and experiences, and this learning is unique to the individual learner. Students adapt their models of understanding either by reflecting on prior theories or resolving misconceptions. Constructivists are categorized in different groups based on their views on how learning occurs. For instance, John Dewey holds that learning should be hands-on as it occurs through a connection to real experiences, whereas Lev Vygotsky introduces what he calls zone of proximal development, commonly known as scaffolding. By this, cognitive development is directly linked to societal implementations. In other words, individual differences, personal creativity, influence of culture, and language use. Let us take a short break and discuss what each of the following theorists and individuals say in line with learning theories that they supported. Welcome back to this second part of the lesson. In this part of the lesson, we will define what is technology integration and its relationship to learning theories. First, let us begin by defining what is educational technology. Educational technology includes both instructional technologies, which focus on technologies that teachers employ to provide instructions, and learning technologies that learners use to accomplish specific learning objectives. And therefore, integrating technology into teaching and learning involves the process of determining which electronic tools and which methods for implementing them are appropriate for given classroom situations and problems. As a result, we can define technology integration as the effective implementation of educational technology to accomplish intended learning outcomes. We integrate technology in education to enable learning anytime, anywhere, to increase the transfer of knowledge and in solving problems, to generate motivation to learn in the learners, to develop information literacy, to foster creativity and group cooperation, as well as to optimize scarce personnel and material resources. How do we relate behaviorism and technology integration? Technology integration in this case is used in order to keep track of students' effort, attitudes, and behavior modifications. Technology integration lessons that relate to behaviorism are geared towards getting the desired outcomes in order to change the students' attitudes and encourage them to achieve at the highest level in their learning experiences by use of various technologies. Educators can start off by allowing students to use technological tools and learn passively for a class or two as they actively engage in learning the new skills. The relationship between technology integration and cognitivism involves the use of technology that helps students to gain mental and cognitive knowledge as a way of improving their studies. Such an integration can be suited for teaching of thematic lessons. Student activities involves cognitive processes such as problem solving, reasoning, decision making, and evaluation. Constructivism and technology integration in approach encourages students to be team players by giving each student a chance to learn and develop useful knowledge that can be used in a creative manner. Engagement and active learner participation is fostered by the use of technology in a constructivist perspective. In addition, students are intrinsically motivated to learn due to the meaningful nature of the engagement and them relating whatever they are learning with prior knowledge and experience. As a way of conclusion, let us watch a short video on the exact tools and technologies that will be integrated by each theories discussed.
Okay, so now we're going to take the learning theories and see how they fit educational technology. So for behaviorists, they would have students watch YouTube videos or other media venues to learn their new material. Then the student would do an assignment and receive a grade. Cognitivists, they would have students use videos, sound clips, or different forms of presentations to learn their new material. And then the students would store this into their short-term and then long-term memory. Constructivists would have students use Blackboard, email, blogs, textbooks, journal articles, encyclopedias, and different forms of video chatting to complete an assignment based on a real-world problem or issue. According to Cognitivists, they would have students work in groups to create an online blog, portfolio, or web page to learn new material. Also, students would use the internet, online journals, ebooks, and regular textbooks to help complete this assignment. Okay, self-regulation theorist. According to Zimmerman, students will be working by themselves and motivating themselves to complete an assignment. Also, too, according to Zimmerman, learners will rely on the environment for support and guidance.
In a nutshell, the proper integration of technology with a clear view of theories of learning in mind can guide the educator in infusing technology into the classroom in all levels of educational system. At this stage, we will break into 3 groups based on how we are seated. Each member of your group will be expected to present at least one technology integration example in their area of specialty and proceed to discuss that example in the group. You can delegate one person to take notes and make summary of the points noted. Compile such summaries in a PowerPoint presentation, and after the break, begin the presentations. Thank you.